Alright, so Karma support. This is what runes and masteries I run. Um, it's pretty much the same thing that I just run on Zyra. You could run the same page that you run on any, that works just fine too. Um, these are my masteries. I like going 10 into the offensive tree for just the extra ability power, cooldown reduction, and just getting a ton of damage. I do 5 in the defense for the damage reduction to auto attacks, as well as just champion damage and the health regen. And pretty standard on here as well. I go the mana regen. A lot of people like to go move speed, but I feel like mana regen's like something you really need on Karma, just so you can keep on casting spells. And then just kind of typical everything else. Reduce recall just because it it's just a little bit better than having increased cast range on trinkets, since that's not quite as important. And 0.5 move speed is negligible. And just more people not realizing that, or just everybody's so used to Karma mid, even after I say, oh, Poppy jungle. I don't think that's actually really good, but whatever. Let's see. We're up against a plat 5 diamond 1 bot lane. That shouldn't be too bad. It is Taric. So you gotta see how I can play against Taric, since he is considered pretty strong right now. Lucian has a ton of poke, I have a ton of poke. They have a little bit of sustain. Quinn I don't think is necessarily the best AD carry. Her ult forces her into melee range, so it puts her in a really risky position in team fights. For split pushing and dueling, sure, she's really good, but any other AD carry outperforms her as in team fights, because they actually have ults that they can use, whereas Quinn's ult is, you can use it, but it's really risky, and usually you won't see people using it until the end of the fight, or they'll be using it for mobility rather than actually using it for the active.
Never again will I sit idle.
So, typical start, just getting 1 ward, 2 pots, and a GP10. Start wording totem, just that way you have 2 words.
Never fear change.
And
To Summoner's Rift.
this way, if they do have a
My spirit
sweeping
is
lens, you still
unquenchable
have
fire.
a kind of backup ward to use on top of your AD carry sword.
As Ionia changes,
Standing right
so
here is
must
actually
I.
really beneficial. If he wasn't there, you can see that I can see all the way to this
30
point
seconds until minions spawn.
and all the way to this point. So I can actually watch both entrances just by myself and go whichever way, depending on which way they come from, if they do decide to invade. So if you have people that aren't watching, then you can just stand right here and you can watch both spots,
Minions have spawned.
which is really convenient. And the reason that's possible is just because this bush is a lot shorter now. It used to curl around all the way to like over here. But now that you can see that without having to be in the bush, helps a ton.
As Ionia changes, so must I. We must all make our choices.
Just gonna throw Q into this bush, even though I'm pretty sure they're not in there.
Heart and mind as one.
Got the XP for it, so not too big of a deal that we didn't get the CS.
Challenge what you know.
I'm just harassing a little bit, proccing my spell Thief Blade.
The answer lies within.
Just auto attack and CS when I can or creeps when I can, just to help push the lane a little bit.
To conquer oneself is to conquer all.
I want to stay out of range just because that will proc extra damage.
I have seen two paths and made another between.
And so what you can see is right now that's on cooldown. It doesn't proc then, but
We have learned
if I
as
Q
much as
first,
we have suffered.
if I can hit one, I'll show you. I'm
As
gonna wait
Ionia
for that to go on
changes,
cooldown.
so must I.
And I'm just stacking up this so that my spells do more
We
damage.
have learned as much as we have suffered.
And you can see kind of zoning them back away just a little bit.
Never again will I
I'm gonna
sit
go
idle.
ahead and throw down my ward. Probably not ganking bot, even though this is usually the time he'd be done, if not
Challenge
earlier.
what
Oh,
you know.
there he is. But you can see, maybe they fixed it, because it doesn't look like it's proccing the gold anymore.
Heart and mind as one.
Or maybe it's just on the upgrade.
The answer lies
Just
within.
using a mantra when I know for sure that I'm going to be able to hit a Q. Otherwise it's really risky to try and throw mantra Qs.
We must all make our choices.
That was my bad. I didn't realize he cleared the ward with a sleeping lens.
My spirit is an unquenchable fire.
If I did, I would have thrown down that ward right away. We wouldn't have had to blow in our flashes.
Never fear
Overall,
change.
it wasn't too bad though.
I have seen two paths and made another between.
I'm actually
First
gonna stay
blood.
here, yeah. We don't want to miss out on all this CS.
An enemy has been slain.
The answer lies within.
And Taric doesn't actually have any mana, so they can't all in us.
As Ionia changes, so must I.
Now I'm not going to queue the back wave just because I don't want to mess up the CS. I'm going to auto attack that one, so
Never
he
again
auto attacked it
will
too.
I sit idle. Never falter.
And just helping to CS by auto attacking a little bit. Alright, it looks like they went back. So we're just gonna shove in the lane. Oh, maybe they didn't.
There is wisdom in war.
She's definitely alone though, so I'm just gonna zone her.
Focus.
There's no reason she should be in range to get CS or XP.
We must all make our choices.
I'm just gonna head back now though, because Taric is gonna be here soon.
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, that was his bad. Nothing's gonna happen there. I'm just wasting my time.
Need eyes on him.
Never fear change.
I'm just gonna wait for a ward. I know he has a sleeping lens, so I know that my trinket's not gonna be enough. And it will be fine, because we're not really missing out on XP since he's almost back to lane.
I have seen two paths and made another between.
Okay, yeah. Right there. Spells and basic attacks.
My spirit is an
Okay.
unquenchable fire.
So what you can do with that is your AoE spells. If you can hit 2 champions, I mean, I've said this a million times
Heart and
before,
mind as one.
but any AoE spell will double proc the effect. And actually they proc individually, so you see I can proc it there, and then I
We
proc
have
it again.
learned as much as we have suffered. Heart and mind as one. Peace. We must all make our choices.
An enemy has been slain.
See, and the reason I snared Taric there
Double kill.
is I didn't want
We
him
have
to be in
learned
range
as
to stun
much
us
as
again.
we have suffered.
I knew that Lucian was going to be able to pick up that kill, that's why I didn't use my ignite. If he wasn't in range, I would have used my ignite to make sure the kill was secured. Not sure what she's doing there. It
An
was a
ally
little bit
has
silly.
been slain.
Now we
An
prove our
enemy
courage.
has been slain.
You just always make sure you're paying attention to the creep wave so you don't take free tower hits, because that's really crucial to being able to keep pressure in lane.
Never fear.
Might have been able to kill her if Poppy was ready for it. But oh well.
I have
No
seen
big
two
deal.
paths and made another between.
Gonna wait for a little bit more. You don't really need too many mana potions, at least I don't personally. You might find
The answer
to need
lies
yourself with
within.
more, but as you get more used to playing Karma, you'll need less and less potions. You just want to be conservative and smart with your spells.
Never again.
I'm
will
just
I
using my
sit
shield to
idle.
get back to lane faster. That way it can help protect as well as get XP.
As Ionia changes, so must I.
Go for the eyes.
And just aiming for creep is more reliable. When they're going for CS,
Challenge what you know.
you can just Q creeps near them,
See up there.
and get damage procs kind of guaranteed. There's no way they can really sidestep it because of how big of an AoE it is.
My spirit is an unquenchable fire. Indecision is failure.
But yeah, it's just easy to apply a lot of pressure, especially when you have somebody who can wave clear pretty good.
We have learned as much as we have suffered.
It's really easy to punish them for being out of position.
Never falter.
Gouge 'em, Valor.
Never again will I sit idle.
You just never want to take free tower hits. I'm gonna ward this because we're so pushed up now.
Lathrian only.
And I'm just gonna sit here and zone them. Let my mana regenerate a little bit.
Enemy has been slain.
Probably going to be able to take the tower.
I have seen Lathrian only.
That was my bad.
An enemy has been slain.
Never falter.
You
My
have slain
spirit is
an
an
enemy.
unquenchable fire.
Yeah, he's out of mana right now. We should be careful though. We don't know where Udyr is.
Never fear change.
But yeah, she made a big mistake there, trying to go back in. I still had enough mana left to do a Q, and my Q actually does quite a bit of damage from the base, 215. And so I was able to finish her off. Alright, so now that I have my Sightstone, I'm gonna sell and buy a Sleeping Lens.
Your team has
You can
destroyed
buy it a
turret.
little bit earlier if you want.
As Ionia changes, so must
Depending. Like, say I have 2 Stealth Wards and I have a Ruby Crystal, then I'm gonna swap out because I don't need that extra
we must all make our
ward,
choices.
and I might as well get this on a timer sooner rather than later so that I can start using it for Dragon.
The answer
And
lies
Ally has
within.
been slain.
so now that I have Sightstone, Frostfang boots, what I'm going for now is a Chalice. Just gives you
I have
really good
seen
mana
two
sustain.
paths and made another between.
It's really easy to zone
An
with your
enemy
shield.
has been slain.
It lets you close the gap really quickly against ranged champions.
As Ionia
An ally has been slain.
And they're just both sitting there. Most times if you just throw skill shots straight at people, it's going to hit them.
my spirit is an unquenchable
Until you get
fire.
up to like higher elos. People are not that good at dodging spells. I can tell there's a word in here because of how the creep aggroed.
We
It
must
probably
all
won't
make
last
our
too long though.
choices.
And I'm just putting huge presence on, making sure that they're not coming anywhere near this XP. They probably did golems,
Never
so I'm just
again
gonna throw
will
down
I
a
sit
few
idle.
words. And I'll just reward that.
Heart and mind as one. Gaia na kiri di.
An enemy has been slain.
And just constantly poking. Udyr's mid. I have freedom to ward
Never
this.
fear change.
An enemy
Without
has been
risking
slain.
Never
anything.
falter.
Not gonna throw any keys right now because I don't think I can hit them.
Never become a monster to defeat one.
Just constantly apply as much pressure as you can.
Challenge what you know.
Your team has destroyed
There's a word in there too. That's fine.
Your Your turret has been destroyed.
But you can see
We have
just how much
learned
gold
as
I'm getting
much as we have suffered.
from just constantly poking.
Focus.
Alright, Udyr's here. Gonna throw us around a hand.
Killing spree.
Just barely out of range of that.
You have been slain.
That sucks. Oh,
Double kill.
they overcommitted, so they end up losing 3. They'll have to be careful about the Cassio ult though. Oh, her ult's not up.
An enemy has been slain. Shut down.
Took too many Q pokes though.
Killing spree.
Heart and mind as one.
Don't need a pink ward at this moment. We have pretty dominant map control right now, and I know for sure they don't have any wards on Dragon, because I knew they had a ward right here. They had a ward right here, and right here.
Challenge what you know.
Let's see if I can steal it.
As
Not
Ionia
quite.
changes,
I stole a couple of the
so
small
must
ones. Just lots of free gold.
Act with conviction. Focus. I have seen two paths and made
And
another
the
between.
team's nowhere to be found.
You have been slain.
I'm not sure how they let that happen, but that happened. We're up to right here, so I don't know how they let Udyr get through right there. I figured I was safe, but they must have gave up pressure pretty easily.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
He auto-attacked the wrong person.
My spirit is an unquenchable
I'm gonna go hold
fire.
top since...
An enemy has
Who
been
is our
slain.
top even Rengar? Yeah, he's middle right now. I don't want to give him up 3 towers.
The answer lies within.
Just gonna use a mantra Q to clear wave. My goal here is just to hold wave, so I'm not gonna try and fight. Though my team is on
We
the
must
way.
all make our choices.
Enemy killing spree. Shut down.
We have learned as Latrianondi.
You have slain an enemy. Shut down.
Peace, no matter the cost.
We really need to pick up Dragon. It's been up for way too long. More cooldown reduction. This puts me near cap. Once I have a Athene's, it'll be a cap.
Never again will I sit.
Which is really nice. Specifically for the mantra. And just another thing to note is your mantra does get reset every time you auto attack by 1 second. That's just based on our passive. Or sorry, it's 1 second on basic attacks and 2 seconds on hitting spells. So it's just another reason that you really want to harass a ton. Looks like their word just
Never
expired.
again.
Pretty convenient for us. They're obviously coming down though. I want to clear this fast since he isn't here. Just gonna give a AoE speed boost. I missed my Q.
As Ionia changes, so must I.
See if he needs help up here. He might. Oh, he didn't let his
Ionia speaks through
ferocity stack. That was his bad. He could have killed a Teemo otherwise.
An enemy has been slain.
He might die. Ooh, the lifesteal.
We must all
I'm gonna
make
help
our
him push
choices.
since this is the only outer tower that's up. I can also clear out a little bit of mushrooms with my shield.
Peace. Never fear change.
Double kill.
Never falter. Gaia na kiri. Focus.
Your team has destroyed.
It's kind of lucky that it didn't go on him,
Challenge.
but whatever works.
Peace.
There might be a mushroom in here. No.
An enemy has been
there's one.
slain.
I have seen two paths.
Okay,
And
I should be
never
careful.
between.
Next one might kill me.
Never falter.
Yeah, I don't want to stay there. I feel too risky doing that, even though Chimo isn't chasing. Alright,
We have learned as much as we have suffered.
just buying a ton of potions. I don't need any mana potions, so I just want to get as many health potions as I can. I already have one Vision
spirit is
Ward,
an unquenchable
and that's all you really need. At this point, we just need to apply pressure to all lanes
fire. The answer
and
lies within.
wait for them to react. Karma is really good at split pushing.
Challenge
Is
what you
well,
want.
not split pushing per se, but just pushing out waves. She's not a good dueler, but she's good at kiting.
We must all make our choice. Sa ela sa, kiri. Peace.
You have slain an enemy.
I have seen two paths and made another between. Never again will I sit idle.
Just a lot of little micromanage things. You want to make sure you always hit your Qs. Shields to people that are either lacking behind or taking a lot of damage.
As I am,
And then snares on
so must
either people who are attacking your tanks
I.
or priority carries.
The answer lies within.
Just making sure the snare stays in range.
Killing spree.
None will question our resolve.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Uh-oh. I don't have a shield for him. Hopefully he doesn't walk into that. Okay, he should live.
We have
Rampage.
learned as much. Sa ela sa, kiri.
I don't want to get in range. If I get hit by one auto, I'm probably dead.
Focus.
We're totally screwed right
My
now.
spirit is unquenchable.
Enemy double kill. Unstoppable.
Our creep wave died, so we couldn't actually leave through tower unless Lux tanked it, but she didn't want to tank it, so we were kind of all forced to stay there. Alright, at this point, I'm gonna get some home guards. I'm gonna upgrade to the Oracle's lens. That way I can clear out a little bit more wards than usual. I'm gonna run bot as fast as I can. I'm actually gonna pick up this too for the extra
Never
HP.
fear change.
Looks like the tower's gonna fall, not much I can do about that, but I can stop him from pushing.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Heart and mind as one. Latvian only.
Right now I'm aiming for a little bit more utility
We must all make our choices.
with my build rather than building a lot of AP, since we already have so much damage. That's why I went Lucidity Boots instead of Magic Gun.
My spirit is an unquenchable fire.
There's a mushroom over there, so I'm just gonna avoid it.
Heart and mind as one. Never falter. Never become a monster to defeat one.
Just gonna stop his back. It was pretty BM of him to just try and back right there.
We have
might still be
learned
there,
as much
actually.
as we have suffered.
No, it looks like he left. I'll just throw him out in there
An
just in
ally
case.
has been slain.
Gonna push this out a little bit. Just gonna clear
I have seen
these
two paths,
and head
neither
mid. Since
between.
that's getting pushed, I'm not really sure why they're losing that.
As I own Never
You have been slain. Shut down. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Yeah, I don't know.
Enemy double kill.
To him. Lucian really should have been with us. The top tower wasn't really worth it. At this point, I'm going to get some MR, I think. Yeah, I want to get some MR.
Your turret has been destroyed.
never fear change.
I'm gonna go for Abyssal Scepter. Taric does a little bit of magic damage, Teemo, Udyr, Cassio.
The answer lies within.
Quinn's really their only AD.
Focus.
I think they should have Teemo.
Challenge what you know.
They have 3 there, 4 there.
An enemy has been slain.
We have learned as much as we have suffered. As Ionia changes, so Sa Elasa Tirivi. Focus.
An enemy has been slain.
My spirit.
And you can just see how much mobility you have.
Never again.
Dominating. An enemy is unstoppable.
Got 2 split up right there.
Godlike.
Seem to
Double kill.
I use Mantra Shield right there.
Your team has
Both to help
destroyed a
Lux
turret.
escape as well as to
challenge
give
what you know.
everybody a shield, because Lucian was going to, or Quinn was going to start targeting Lucian, and it let Lucian chase more too.
Your team has
Now,
destroyed a turret.
move our courage.
Legendary.
Not sure why he exhausted me, but okay. See,
Ionia
Udyr is up,
sources
Teemo's up, Cassio's up, we should back out. Teemo's up top actually.
Heart and mind as one.
Cassio's gonna clear that pretty fast though. It's really risky.
Never fear change.
But yeah, when you go the more utility build,
Your turret
where you
has
have a
been
little bit more
destroyed.
resistances, what you want to
An
do
enemy has been
is you want to
slain.
try and always put yourself in
We
front.
must all make our
You have a
choices.
huge shield. If you are getting focused, what you can actually do is... I'm actually going to throw a word right there too. You can use your Mantra W, and it actually heals a whole bunch. It heals you based off of your
An
missing
ally
health,
has been slain.
and it
The
can get to a
answer
pretty
lies
ridiculous
within.
amount.
Shut down.
I think it's like
Never
1%
again
every
will
100,
I sit idle.
which isn't amazing, but I mean the base is already 20%, so that's pretty good. I'm actually gonna run top because that's
As
pushing in.
Ionia changes, so must I.
We have our main carries dead, so we can't really do much except just even out the lanes and
Never
give us the
fear
opportunity to
change.
push when we have it. We have bot and hip down, so we're gonna be able to pressure Baron.
We have learned as much as we have suffered.
Right now this is going to push a little bit, but I want to make sure it's pushing a little bit harder. There's no reason really for it to let it snowball,
As one.
because we already have an inhib down. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to
My
group them
spirit
all
is
up
an
together
unquenchable fire.
so that I can hit as many of them as I can with the mantra Q. They shouldn't be fighting right now, so they should be fine.
We must all make our choices.
They're actually at a huge advantage
Enemy
right
has
now.
been slain.
I'm not sure why red team's
An
fighting.
enemy has been slain. Double kill.
Challenge what you know.
See, now what's going to happen right here, because I pushed top, is we're going to be able to take this mid tower,
Indecision is failure.
and then we can rotate right to top.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has
The
destroyed
answer
an
lies
inhibitor.
within.
I actually took that a lot faster than I thought we were going to be able to. I thought they would have put up a little bit more of a fight. So I'm just going to sit here and clear this wave since
I have
Rengar's
seen
already
two
up there.
paths and made another between them.
Rengar, why'd you
An
leave?
ally has been slain.
To conquer oneself is to conquer all.
So what should have happened right there
Ally has been slain.
is everybody should have gone top.
Never again.
An enemy has been slain. The enemy's inhibitor
Everybody's just
has
being really
respawned
greedy right
soon.
now. I'm not even going to try and save him. Oh wait, maybe.
Never fear change. Never falter.
He's probably going to die anyways though.
An ally has been slain.
Peace. Sa el-Assad here thee. Challenge what you know.
Looks like they're actually going for Baron right now.
Focus. We have learned as much as we have suffered.
Oh, maybe not. They're just checking our blue buff, I guess.
Your turret has been destroyed.
But yeah. What I could have done is I could have called for everybody to go top. Usually people listen to calls. Usually. That would have been the best move for us though. We had a giant creep wave and we had everybody up. So we could have gotten top tower for sure. Maybe not the inhib, but
We must all
the
make our
tower is really good
choices.
regardless. Because it makes it really hard to try and contest, since you don't actually need a creep wave to pressure.
My spirit is an unquenchable
Looks like they're heading
fire.
over here. I'm gonna slow them down.
Sa el-Assad here thee.
An enemy has been slain.
There is wisdom in war.
Speeding up Poppy since she has CC.
Never falter.
An enemy has been slain.
The answer lies within. Focus. Giant here thee.
An ally has
The
been
ballsy man.
slain.
I have my proc in the wrong spot.
An enemy has been slain.
As
An
I
ally
only
has been
changes,
slain.
so must I. Latriano,
Ah, shit.
falter.
Those mushrooms hurt.
Heart and mind as one.
An ally has been slain.
I have seen two paths and made another.
Oh my gosh,
between.
I'm bad.
Peace. We have learned as much
The
as we have
enemy's
suffered.
inhibitor
I don't
has
know. I think
respawned.
everybody's just being really over aggressive. Since it's just a normal game. People aren't actually trying to end the game. They're just going for kills.
My spirit is an unquenchable fire.
At this point, I'm probably going to get a Zonia's. Death Cap's another good option, but I personally want
The answer lies
the stasis. I don't think I really need the damage. And I mean, I already have 400 AP, so...
within. Act with conviction. Never again will I sit idle. None will question our resolve.
An ally has been slain.
Well, that's not good. I'm actually gonna go up there and defend.
Heart and mind.
Maybe.
An enemy has been slain. Enemy killing spree. Shut down.
Never fear change. Never falter.
Okay, yeah, I need to defend right now. Oh my god, these creeps.
Peace, no matter the cost.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I'm gonna save my shield until I get next to him.
As Ionia
An
changes,
ally has been slain. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. You have
Okay, that was
slain
really
an
bad.
enemy.
I could have saved the inhib if I didn't miss my
we
first
must
Q.
all make our choices.
An ally has been slain.
Never falter. Challenge what you know.
Gonna head bot. No,
Heart
he
and
got
mind
spot.
as
I'm
one.
just gonna shove mid then. But yeah, my team's just throwing really, really hard right now. We're not actually pushing anything. We're just going in and killing ourselves.
The answer lies within. By force of will.
Enemy killing spree.
Yeah, at this point nobody's even really grouped.
My spirit is an unquenchable fire.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I'm just gonna try and go for it.
Peace. Never fear change.
Just kite him a little bit longer.
Killing spree. An enemy
Now I
has
actually
been
have
slain.
people heading for me.
And made another between.
I'm just gonna run through vision. Hey, looks fine. I'm gonna come
We
in
must
from
all
behind.
make our choices.
Maybe.
As Ionia changes, So
Shut down.
Oh. They really shouldn't lose this. Okay, good. I should have used my Zonias, honestly. I need to switch the spots.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. An ally has been slain.
They should have just left after they got him. There's no reason for them to stay around.
Enemy double kill.
People typing too much. I don't really care to time anything.
we have learned as
Oops,
much as
accidentally
we
bought
have
two
suffered.
lows. I'm just gonna clear as much as I can with my mantra Q.
Peace. Never again will I sit idle. Focus. Sa el-Assad Tiri.
Your inhibitor is respawning soon.
The answer lies within.
An
Fuck.
enemy is
I keep on forgetting to
unstoppable.
use my
You have
Zonias.
slain an enemy.
I don't even know why she has another Sheen. That's a terrible build.
An enemy has been slain.
Well, he doesn't have a brutalizer. That's really bad too.
An enemy is godlike. An enemy has been slain.
Heart and mind as one. Never falter. Challenge what you know. Peace. Never fear change.
Hmm. We should honestly go for that,
Never falter.
but it's really risky.
We must all make our choices. Focus. Latviano.
An enemy has been slain.
As Ionia changes, so must I. I have seen two paths and made another between. Sa el-Assad Tiribi. We have learned as much as we have suffered. Peace. My spirit is an unquenchable fire.
The enemy's inhibitor is respawning soon.
Force Duder to flash.
Never again will I
Shut down.
focus.
Teemo shoving mid, I'm gonna go back and defend. I'm actually gonna swap out for MR boots. Just so I can duel him a little bit better.
Challenge what you know.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Peace. Heart and mind as one.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Gonna let the creeps hit all
As
those
Ionia
mushrooms.
changes, so must
An
I.
ally has been slain. Enemy double kill.
They got the inhib, that's what's important.
An ally has been slain.
I have seen two
Hit
paths
this mushroom
and
right
made
here.
another between. Latrion only. Never falter. We have
Ooh,
learned as
that
much
was really
as
lucky.
we have suffered. The answer lies within.
I think I can actually snipe him from behind. Assuming there isn't any wards right here. Okay.
We must all make our choices. Latrion only.
Okay.
My spirit is an unquenchable fire.
You have
Bye.
slain an enemy.
Never fear change. Diana, Irivi. Never falter.
I'm just gonna keep on pushing bot.
Ionia speaks through me.
Throw one Q. And run mid.
Heart and mind.
Shut down. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill.
Challenge what you know.
You have been slain.
Oh my god, she barely lived. This might be GG.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I don't know, this seems to happen a lot if I ever try and play with these guys.
Your inhibitor
They like
has
to
been
troll a
destroyed.
lot and never finish games. But regardless, pretty good idea of how to play Karma.
An enemy has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain.